Hi everybody, Dr. Warren here, and welcome to week 4 of EDU600. Before we get started on week 4, I would like to just kind of review week 3 because that was a really big week, really important. That was where you got very clear on your course and module descriptions and what you're going to teach, okay? So not just module 1, but module 1 and 2. And actually, the module descriptions and learning outcomes are more important right now than your course learning outcomes and course description, because the module descriptions will kind of cyclically feed back up into the course description. As you get more and more specific in your modules, then that kind of feeds up and informs your course description and your course learning outcomes. So I want to actually show you one of the course and module descriptions that one of the students has developed so far, and share that with you so you can get a sense of what we're looking for here, okay? So let's take a look at that. That is right. Okay, give me a second. I know I have it up and ready to go. Okay, it's right there. Come back to me. Here we go. Let's just do this. Is this it? Yeah. Okay, so this is a course in which we are teaching kids in Europe how to play football. And so this is kind of a course that prepares them for the football. It kind of teaches the rules of the game and the basic tactics and strategies of the game, okay? So we've got the kind of, overview of the target learners here, and we've got the course description, okay, where they're going to learn the basic rules, including the roles of the players, the ball in play, scorekeeping, etc., and some basic tactics around offensive and defensive plays, okay? Okay, so I'm going to, these were developed from the modules. So I'm going to jump to the modules first, okay? So first module is rules of the game, okay? And they're going to, let's go to the module outcomes first. They'll be able to describe the basic rules, including the players, the kickoff, tackling, etc., touchdown. In field practice, they'll be able to demonstrate key rules such as the pass, the tackle, the field goal, and touchdown. Okay, so they're going to learn about it, and then they're going to be able to demonstrate it in the field, okay? And then they'll be able to determine when a rule is broken during a play. So that's another nuance. I mean, did you learn it? Maybe you really learn it if you can figure out when it's not correct, okay? So, and then the student has added some YouTube videos to help starting to pull together the resources for how he's going to teach this, okay? So then these outcomes then go up into, in this module, you learn about the basics of football, including the players, blah, blah, blah. Rules will be demonstrated with videos, graphics, and plenty of examples. So we're making the description fun. I mean, these are kids. So, oh boy, videos, graphics. Okay, now I'm really going to understand it, right? Module 2, the offensive and defensive tactics. Learners will be able to describe basic defensive tactical skills, including balance, blocking, and catching, and describe basic offensive tactical skills, tackling, reaction, and jumping. In the field, they'll be able to demonstrate all kinds of these, both offensive and defensive, okay? And then again, he's pulled together some links to start to teach this, thinking ahead, okay? So that's what we're looking for. And then he's got a little description here on module 2 that you'll be able to learn about the basic offensive and defensive tactics, examine graphics and videos, again, making it fun. Then you're going to demonstrate it in the field, okay? So that's what we're looking for in terms of getting real specific in your module descriptions, your learning outcomes. And then again, if your course descriptions and outcomes are not beautiful, really make your module outcomes and descriptions beautiful, okay? Because that's where the rubber hits the road, and then we'll go back and clean up your course descriptions and outcomes, okay? So wanted to share that with you before we go into week 4. In week 4, we're going into the concept of the pre-assessment survey, okay? So the survey, it's not a test unless you want to do a pre and post test. That's really not the intent of this particular lesson. What we're trying to do is help you get to know your learners through a survey. Who are my learners? What do I want to know about them? Okay, so if you look at these resources, please do. They're very good. We don't put a lot of resources in here. Please spend some time looking at these. And then you're going to create 6 questions and you're going to dig into your online classroom. So I'm assuming that you've already developed and created the link to your online class. Let's see, are you doing it here? Must represent 1 to 2. No, you're not doing it here. I think you're doing it next week. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about the survey a little bit, and then I'm going to talk to you about your online class in course sites and starting to build it. But first, let's talk about the survey. So again, there are several reasons for a pre-assessment. The first one, and the one that I think is most important, is for you to get to know your learners. You know, do you want to know what they know? Do you want to know who they are? Do you want to know their background? What are you going to learn about them that's going to help you be a better teacher? Okay, so that said, I want to show you an example of a really great survey that one of the students has developed in another class, in a different class. So this is a class about empowering children of addicted parents, okay? It's a very sensitive class. And so we want the children to go in, and we have to be careful about how we present what we want to know about them and how we ask them to state it, okay? So it starts with a beautiful question. Please share your full name and if it has a special meaning, okay? How old are you? 12, 13 to 15, 15 to 18. So it's got the age group in here. Do you have a best friend? Do you have any special talents, hobbies, or interests? What are they? Tell us about them, okay? Who is your closest family member and why? Okay? You decided to take this course because it applies to your life. True, false. And please share anything that will be helpful to address in this course or anything that may be a trigger for you to hear or discuss. We're going to be talking about sensitive things. What is it that you don't want to talk about ever? Okay? And then 3 expectations of this course, and they are, oh, let's see, I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, but it's cool. It's a little pull down. 1, 2, so I don't know what these are, 3 expectations, but this is a cool little quiz tool. So when you get to Blackboard or course sites rather, I have a tutorial for how to develop surveys and how to develop different kinds of questions in the surveys, and you can have some fun with them if you're a techie. But we do want to have at least 3 different types of questions. So notice here we have a fill in the blank, we have a choose one, select one, and then we have true, false, and then we have these great little fun little pull downs. Those are cool. Okay, so that's what we're looking for the pre-assessment survey. And again, if you want to do a pre and post, what do you know now? And then I'm going to ask you the same questions again at the end of the course. You can, but again, the goal is for the pre-assessment survey is for you to get to know your audience and what they know now and what they don't know now, or what you need to know about them in order to teach them better, okay? All right, back to the class. Where was I? 1 second, I'm going to put you on pause while I go find the class. Hang on. Okay, so I'm going to just go back to the overview of the week one more time, and you've got this thing called a communication plan. And again, so basically you're going to use the resources that were provided in the with those presentations, and you're going to think about kind of what are things that are used in the online classroom that are useful for you know, communicating in the online classroom. And so, you know, we've got the discussion board, we have email. What are some other ones? What about what we're doing now with the Zoom technology or webinar technology? With the webinar technology, you can go live or you can actually do lectures like I'm doing for you. So there's another one for you. What's another, you know, blogs? You know, might want to use blogs. You might want to use Twitter or Facebook or chats in your, or, you know, texting. I use text with you guys. There's another communication tool. Okay, so get current, okay? Get contemporary and think about social media as well as you're developing your communication plan. And we want the what it is and then the why it would be used, like lecture or live interaction or whatever. And then give us an example of that, okay? Don't spend more than an hour or 90 minutes on these blogs, okay? And submit them, and that's it, okay? So it's a pretty light week. You're not developing, you're not implementing the survey. You're just going to write it on paper. And then next week, I just want to give you a heads up on this. You're going to create your new course in Course Sites. If you want to do it sooner, that'd be great. And if you want to go to week 5 and look at how to create a new course in Course Sites, go ahead and do that. And then add me as an instructor, and I can go in and help you if you get stuck with the technology, okay? So if you want to get started on that, you can. And then there will be in week 6, I guess, is going to be how to add your survey. And I think there's one other thing that you're adding in this course. Now I have to go look. Hold on a second. You are adding a survey, and I guess that's it. Just a survey. Okay, great. So that's the deal, you guys. And as always, I'm here. I love talking with you. I love hearing from you, and you are never bugging me ever. So bug me, okay? Thanks. Bye.